You can tell I'm an Arsenal fan, innit? From the way I'm
How?
smiling like the Joker. From the way I'm smiling like the Joker with zero emotion, just big smile. You can tell
Mm.
you can tell I'm an Arsenal fan.
Everyone knows.
welcome to Tracks and Tactics. If you are locked in right now, that means you are seeing myself, Big Screw Up, aka Scully, aka Scullivan the Flair, alongside a good friend of mine. I'll let you introduce yourself. King of
Yeah,
the
but Relic is
Dreads.
done. Don't
Come
know.
on.
What are you saying? I never had to intro myself. I never had to gas myself.
What do you
But Relic,
mean? You
innit?
intro yourself all the time, man. Come on, man.
So
Relic
yeah,
the
Relic, don't know.
Don.
What you
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling excellent. As I was saying, as I brought us in, you can tell I'm an Arsenal fan because I'm smiling like football doesn't matter. You know, it's been a good weekend. I've been
Fam,
enjoying my
football don't
time.
matter to me no more. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Mm,
bro.
mm.
Don't give
Yeah,
two
man.
shits.
Once you got nothing to play for, it's good. But certain people still had stuff to play for. They had
hundred
a great
percent.
weekend. They played some great football over the weekend. We weren't the only team to beat Chelsea this week. And we have one of the guys themselves, Leicester City representative, I would say. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Professional MC, professional football player, best of both worlds. He's really living Tracks and Tactics.
Yeah.
Kamikaze, what's going on?
I'm good, man. Obviously, living on a little high from yesterday.
Yeah.
Uh, well, double high to be honest, because like you said, professional footballer, my team, Dagenham and Redbridge, win again. We got outside
Jeez.
outside chance of making the playoffs.
Sick.
Maybe left it a
Mm-hmm.
little bit too late, but we've
Mm-hmm.
won. We've won 7 out of the last 8, unbeaten 8. So we're going into the last 2, hoping we can pull something off. Yeah.
And for you, bro, I hope you made that. I genuinely hope you made that. That would be so sick, man. Very, very sick. But we didn't bring you here to speak about Dagenham Redbridge. Even though you play for them, you do very well for them. Yeah. We
Yeah.
brought you here to rep for Leicester because yesterday they did a bit of a mad thing.
Oh,
What's
wrong
what's
side.
going on?
Man was tapping the
Chat to
Puma
us,
thing.
bro.
Wow. I'll be honest, yeah. I only caught the second half because I had my game in it, and kickoff was
Mhm,
5:15. So I finished.
Okay.
So I finished my game at like 4:45 slash
mhm.
10 to 5. Quick rush shower, little music vibe in the dressing room. Got in the car, listening on Talk Sport. I'm going through Wolf Forest. It's cutting out all different points, and I'm thinking, nah. I'm thinking, what's happened? When you listen on the radio, they obviously have to exaggerate everything. So
Yeah.
they're saying that Timo Werner's going in, and I'm thinking, oh, it's Timo Werner, so I probably miss. But it cuts out, and then it's like, oh, he did miss. Okay, it's cool. Got yard for the second half. Watch the second half, and
Heads.
then I think from when we scored, I mean, defensively, Leicester have been pretty sound this year, innit? And Kasper Schmeichel, I don't know why he's not talked about as the best keeper in the league. Because to be quite frank, I don't see who's better than him in terms of shot stopping, like clean sheets, all of that. I mean, you can argue with other people, but anyway, you saw the saves, you saw what he does, and obviously you saw what Tielemans does. And then when I have to lie, I can't lie. When Chilwell, I thought he'd scored in it, and then as soon as I seen the replay, I was like, they're gonna give that offside. I knew it. Even though it wasn't really, you knew it. You knew they were gonna give it, and him celebrating like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. Be humble, man. Like you just left us in it. You know what I mean? Like be humble. Um, and obviously, like when the final whistle went, like for people like my dad who put me on to supporting Leicester, it's way more emotional for him. Do you know what I mean? He's
Mhm,
calling
mhm,
me.
mhm.
I was sat there watching it with my daughter in it. She don't really know what's going on. She's just looking at the screen. She just sees little shapes and colours and that. But it was emotional for me because I remember going to the old Wembley and watching Leicester win it was called the Worthington Cup at the time, but the League Cup in it. So I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
going to that with my dad. Matt Elliott scored twice, 2 headers from corners against Tranmere, and that being the
Mhm.
highlight of being a Leicester fan was the League Cup against Tranmere, and then from then it kind of went downhill a bit since we went to the Walkers or the KP as they call it now. And now we're like just in a ascendancy that you can't really, I don't know, you can't really match as a Leicester fan. Like it's never been as good.
Let's start with your calls for Leno to be keeper of the year. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I agree. I'm not gonna say I agree by any stretch, but I will say you can argue it. Like you can make a
Who?
very good argument.
You said Leno, innit?
Yeah, you
You
said
said
Leno.
Leno.
My bad.
You got
So
I
Arsenal
said
in your
you,
mind
you
still.
must
Let
be like,
Arsenal
what's
go
I've
for a
got
weekend, innit?
Arsenal on the
yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Obviously,
you're moving mad, my brother. Leno.
Leno, that's not even in
Leno.
Obviously, I've got Leno on the mind, innit? Because I just want
Leno
an
needs to
Arsenal player.
listen.
Chill, hey, Relic, chill. We'll get to that later. Yeah, chill. Schmeichel, keeper of the year. Yeah, you can make an argument for it.
Mm.
You can make an
How
How
argument
much
for it.
clean sheets has he got in the Prem?
Oh no, bro, I'm not a stat man like that, man. I just want, do you know what I
Okay,
mean?
cool.
Stats ruining
I
the
heard
game. I'm just talking about
I
his
hear
ability
you.
as a
I was saying
keeper.
that last week.
Like if you look at distributions, Ledge, yeah, arguably what he brings to the team as the captain of the team, he's a leader.
He got football heritage because of his dad.
Football heritage. There's something for the pundits to always talk about. So his name's always popping up. You know what I'm saying? And also like his shot stopping is amazing. Even if you look, even in the game we lost to Newcastle the other week, the shot that he saved Saint Maximin in the first half. Most keepers ain't saving that. They're not. He just, I don't know, instinctive, whatever it is. He has some saves that you just think, wow. And the one, who was it here? Mount, left hand away to his left.
Yeah. That's
Like,
quality save still.
someone a floppy wristing that into the bottom corner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he had strong wrist for that. And what I will say is, yeah, like I said, no one has to agree with it, but you can't argue it.
Yeah,
Like, no one
I
can
hear
be
that.
mad at you for saying he'd be keeper of the year. You can be like, I prefer this person, I prefer that person, but no one could be like, oh, that's a wild shout. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Definitely.
it's
Leno was a wild shot, like what you said.
So I was just trying to get Arsenal team, our players into,
We're not gonna
innit?
listen.
It's hard to do
Leave
that
them,
part,
man.
We'll argue that later. We'll argue that anyway. However, I'm happy for Leicester. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. See, I got maroon blue. I'm so happy Leicester won, blood.
I'm happy. I'm happy
so
for Leicester.
happy.
I can't lie. You guys' story, the tapestry of Leicester as a club, what you've done to get here is actually heartwarming for any. Like, if you're a neutral fan, it's just like, yeah, hold tight then.
I feel like Leicester is the neutral fans team, and it's been that way since their Prem win. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Man, like Rob Bruce.
I'm in the building, boys. What's
Jeez, fresh home. What are you saying?
Trust me, nothing much, man. Big up Kamikaze celebrating and that.
We're still celebrating Leicester's win, and we're talking about how nice it feels for neutral fans. Now, Rob, as a United fan, who would you have preferred to have won it?
Do you know what? I said Leicester to take the FA Cup because they deserve it. Like, first time in the history. What is it? 4 finals? No win in the FA Cup. So, yeah, definitely Leicester for the FA Cup. And I hope Chelsea beat City for the Champions League.
No.
Really? Nah.
Stop that. Delete that.
Yeah,
delete that.
Nah.
Cut the cameras.
Bro, Tuchel's done a madness since he came in. We did the whole Tuchel.
Tuchel or Tuchel? He's German, not French.
I call it Tuchel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I call it
Tuchel, Tuchel. Listen, Tuchel.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'm going to say is, it's tight because I think Pep deserves the Champions League. So even though Tuchel's done a lot, I just don't want him to walk away with it. But it's difficult. I want us to bring back the Super League before next week because really and truly, I don't want Chelsea to win it again because bun Chelsea as an Arsenal fan.
100%.
But I don't want City to win it because I want another English team to get a Champions League.
So I want City to win.
So that way we need the Super League back by Monday night. Cancel the Champions League. No one wins it. We're good.
Nah, man, I want City to win. So
if I have to pick one, it has to be City.
If it weren't City, for Pep's sake, I would love Pep to do it. Do you know what I mean? But it's City, and I can never say I would like City to win the league.
Nah, be honest.
Well, you can't. You can't.
Let City get that young triple, bro. Let them do it, man. And then, because what you have to deep as well is, the quicker City get a Champions League, the quicker Pep S is out, and we can go back to normal.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
No,
that's the actual truth.
It's a fair point. It is a fair point. Because
who does City replace Pep with?
That's the thing. You can't. So let's just get him out of here.
Maybe.
True.
To be fair, City haven't got too many egos in their team. So I reckon Brendan Rodgers can.
Do you not think?
Can manage them. I don't think so. Who's their egos in their team?
De Bruyne. Nah, De Bruyne.
Nah, De Bruyne's not an ego. I can't even tell you why I don't think De Bruyne's an ego, but if you deep it, you know De Bruyne ain't ego.
Nah, he is.
Deep why De Bruyne ain't an ego.
Why?
Do you know what I think? Do you know why I think Brendan Rodgers will be good, right?
Yeah.
And this is also I want to say that make a point that I would rather City win it because as a Leicester fan, they have been the underdog of that City for a long time. Do you know what I mean? People forget. People think about like the oil money and stuff like that, and yeah, that does accelerate the process of becoming Premier League champions. But in the 20 years before that, they were as far down as like Division 3. Like, do you know what I mean? And they work back up. And in Manchester, especially, I feel like if you're a Man City fan, not of recent times, you have been through hard times. So to see your team shining, I can kind of empathize with that. Do you know what I mean? The feeling of it not always being rosy. But as I was saying, sorry, my point about whether Brendan Rodgers could manage Man City, I feel one thing that they both do extremely well, and I feel Brendan Rodgers could do even better with money, is his recruitment and his management of young players. Because if you talk about Phil Foden and young players shining in the Premier League this year, you have to also talk about Wesley Fofana, who was unproven at this level, Harvey Barnes, who was like not tested at this level. People were unsure of him. Maddison, James Justin, etc., etc. Even the young lad Thomas, who played in the final.
But Pepe gave him nightmares, though.
Who?
Pepe, Nicola Pepe. Yeah, about who?
Who?
Gave Thomas nightmares, but had to come up at half time.
He had the game of his life. He saw a big team and was like, I need to perform.
Don't do that. Pepe had him on shake. He actually did have to come off. That was crazy.
That was. You know who I really like at Leicester? I like Castagna. I really like Castagna.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But this is
really like
Leicester has a lot of players like that, by the way.
Yeah, like had you heard of Castagna beforehand? Have you heard of Ricardo?
Well, kind of, but yeah, not Castagna.
Now, Brendan, he does bring players through, man. He gives them a chance.
Definitely.
That's like the mark of a good coach as well. So actually, Brendan for City is a shout, you know.
Harvey Barnes is better than...
Don't get it twisted. I wouldn't know when to happen. Who could replace Pep? I'm just saying.
Harvey Barnes is top 3 wingers, by the way, for me this season. Nah, I'm chatting shit.
Top 3.
I'm chatting shit.
If he'd have finished,
he's just better than SM. He's definitely better than the SM, though.
Better than SM.
Yeah.
Bruv, you gotta think ASM.
Who's ASM?
Alan St. Maximin.
Oh no!
I said Maximin's shit, man.
No, he's not. As a Leicester fan, I don't think he is.
St. Maximin is so dead.
Bruv,
what?
St. Maximin
has
he's big, but look at what Harvey Barnes was doing.
Just started scoring. He just started.
Bro, he scored like 4 goals all season.
Fam, he's so dead.
Harvey Barnes got like 4 goals.
He's dreadlocks and vibes, bro. He's actually dreadlocks and vibes.
For real. You lot are seeing YouTube highlights. You're seeing YouTube highlights.
No, he's not. Willock is carrying that team. Joe Willock is carrying that team. Willock has come through and scored 6 goals in how much games? And St. Maximin been there however long? Come on, man.
That's actually no cap. That's the thing.
Come on,
this is Arsenal talking, man.
I don't like Willock. I don't even like Willock. But I need to give him the accolades when deserve it.
Rob knows that. Rob knows Relic hates Willock. How much did I defend Willock? And he was like, nah, man, he's not good enough.
It's true.
If it was for me, Willock could be at Crystal Palace right now. But
respect Palace, respect Willock too.
I was backing Harvey Barnes before. Do you remember?
Yeah, you were. It was me and you. Yeah, saying Harvey Barnes is the guy.
It's probably because how long's he been out for?
Probably since we said that. To be fair.
A long time. He was one of the injured lists that hit Leicester that was like, oh, we're gonna like Soyuncu was out for a while and Wes Morgan's been out. Obviously, Wes Morgan wasn't a starter, but he'd been out for ages. And then Maddison and then Justin. Like there was just a list of like the people who were performing well who just all got benched, well not benched, treatment room at the same time. And it was like I think that was a good test of Leicester because people were sort of I seen players like Papi Mendy who I'd thought he can't start for Leicester, but he came in when Wilfred Ndidi was injured and did a job. Do you know what I mean? Like the squad depth was really proven this year more than any at Leicester. Like people kind of thought it was just the starting 11, and especially the way that we crumbled at the end of last year. This year, I feel like is a testament to Rodgers' management and the way that he's like molded his team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like to say, by the way, Harvey Barnes had 4 goals, 2 assists in 18 games. And I say Maximum had, I think it was 3 goals, 5 assists in about 25 games. So, you know, it's not far apart.
Yeah, maybe Maximan's just someone who catches the eye more because he's like Adama Traore.
It's dreadlocks and vibes,
no, he
bro.
catches the eyes. He catches the eyes.
I'm telling you now. All of this. That's working on the back when he's running. It's all of this.
He has a great highlight reel. But he's not better than other man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You don't deceive the breakups and that, and you're like, yo, this guy is hard. I hear it, yeah, but come on, man.
No, do you know what it is? You know what it is with St. Maximin, yeah? I see his potential. And I think with the right coaching, he could become a very good player.
Heal, Rob. If you're looking at people's potential, yeah, heal.
That's what they can do at United because they don't know they do no fucking development over there. So it's like, oh, their potential for the future. That's what they can say over there.
You lot. We need to get off this agenda of ASM being the best winger in the Premier League.
You said that.
Oh, no one ever said that. You just said that the first time. Yeah.
Mahrez exists. Salah exists. Mane exists.
We've been here before, yeah. And I just want to make it clear we're getting off that, yeah. Alex ain't here today, but I'm glad because he would have been fighting for Ahmad. Yeah.
Ahmad, yeah.
Nah, Rob, don't laugh like you didn't back it before. Rob, don't laugh like you didn't back it before.
Rob lets Alex get in his ear, you know, and it just triggers the Unitedness in him, and he comes up with some mad takes.
And then the next week he pretends he never said that. But we remember. Don't forget.
Are you guys onto me? Are you onto me?
A little bit, yeah.
A lot remembers, fam.
So basically, Ahmad United's young boy, the right winger that they've signed.
Diallo.
Yeah, Diallo.
Is his name Diallo? Yeah.
Yeah, Diallo. Alex loves him. He thinks he's
based on
young.
Based on what?
Based on nothing.
Don't say you don't know.
Based on spiritual bondage, because Alex's love for Ahmad is different than anything that I've ever seen. I promise you. But obviously, there's a player in there. But at United, there's no development. But Greenwood's not doing too bad.
He's watching Cavani.
I think Greenwood's just a natural shooter. I can't lie.
I think Greenwood's extremely talented. I would take him Euros, and if we're not scoring in a game, I would put him on because he shoots from anywhere and seems to score.
I can't lie. I'm not taking him Euros.
What?
Why? Who?
There's too much. Kane, DCL, Vardy.
Oh,
sorry. Can we? Right, Vardy's not going. Vardy wants to.
Vardy retired?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Time ago. Yeah.
Really?
Because I was calling. Because last year when I didn't know the Euros was not going to be on, I was on Twitter saying, if you're Gareth Southgate, you got to go to his yard with a 24-pack of Red Bulls, yeah, and say, yo, listen, Jamie, right? I know you like having 2 weeks off during the season to chill out. But England needs you this one time, and we need you to ride. Even if you're not playing, we need you warming up down the sides and making hand signals at their fans and riling everyone up because there's no player like Jamie Vardy, really.
Nah,
like there's or if there is, he probably don't play in England.
He's actually a goat. I don't think that's what
I feel like him and Aubameyang are similar, but
they are. But Vardy's story is just so good, man. Man came from
his story is sick.
Like one of the bottom tiers of football.
Non-league,
like bro.
Man's played the FA Cup in every level.
Come on, man.
And now he's won
FA
it.
Cup, Premier League trophy.
Story is crazy.
Man was doing
now
FA
top 10 strikers, goal scorers in the Prem.
Bro,
how old was Vardy when he made his Prem debut? Do we know?
27, 28.
Yeah, he was like 28.
28. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. For an English player to do that is something special, man.
And he's 34,
someone they've
seen
seen
out, man.
What's he on for goals this year?
He ain't scored that many, but he started.
He's been injured, isn't he?
Iheanacho. But he's like the thing is, before with Leicester, as Leicester fans, we thought you can't play Iheanacho next to Vardy; they don't work. But this year, Iheanacho's kind of obviously like that's what you need with a strike partnership. If you are playing two up top, which not that many teams do nowadays, if one of them's not scoring, the other one has to be. You know what I mean? And I feel like they've made that balance because Vardy's still doing his runs down the line and in the channel and taking players on, but now he's just crossing it. Do you know what I mean? He maybe ain't got, because bear in mind, he's 34. He's not going to be as wiry and as pacey as he was at 28, 29.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's added another part to his game, and it's complemented the Iheanacho.
Vardy's joint 7th with goals scored in the Prem. He's got 13. Ollie Watkins got 13 as well, and I'm taking Ollie Watkins to the Euros before Greenwood. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, do you know what? I'm not. I like Ollie Watkins, innit? He started off in my fantasy football team, but I'm not taking him to the Euros over Greenwood.
I am.
You know,
I'm not like gas. I get why man love Greenwood. He's a booter, but I'm not gassed over him like everyone else. I'm not gonna lie.
I think Ollie Watkins needs time to warm into a game, whereas Greenwood instant impact off the bench, because Greenwood ain't starting
off the bench. Yeah, when man are tired,
I hear that.
Man have been running up and down. They're tired.
Nah, man. I hear what he's saying. I understand. Hear what he's saying. I hear what he's saying. Greenwood has come off and rescued United games like 4 times, and this is when we thought he was having a bad season.
The assists that he gives as well, the way he fades the ball when he cuts in off the right, the crosses in, the ones he's played for Cavani, for Rashford, that's another side of his game that people don't really understand.
Would any of you consider Danny Ings?
I think his name should be in the hat.
I get why people say
in the mix.
Definitely.
Because he's a finisher, you know. Like, if you look at the goals that he scores here, especially one-touch finishes, like, he's up there with Premier League players.
Definitely. He scored 18 goals last season.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not doing no Danny Ings slander, but even so, I feel just Greenwood offers more. Because Greenwood's a finisher, and he offers more in the build-up as well. You can play across the front 3. Honestly,
I hear what you're saying. I hear what Rob's saying.
I'm not taking him, blood.
You know, I always want to kiss United, but I want to cuss United, but I can hear why. You have to take Greenwood.
I'm not taking
instant impact. Instant impact. You can't lie. You can't. Now, let's be honest, I hear what you say, Ollie Watkins. I would have taken him at the start of the season, but Greenwood has come off and saved games. I hear why you say Danny Ings. He had a great last season and a great start to this season, but who has really come and impacted games like Mace this season? Like, let's be honest.
Don't call him Mace. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, cool. Wait. I'm coming.
Are you a United fan now? Don't get me mad. What are you doing? Yes, good. Make sure your internet go. Because I was chatting shit, bro. I called him Mace, you know, like they were veterans. But don't get twisted. I hear why man are bringing him. I'm still not. I'm not gassed over Greenwood. Not yet.
Yeah.
He's a
before we talk about the top 6, quickly, Relic, do you have that list of the top scorers?
Yeah, I do have it right now. Yeah.
So who's top of the tree? Because Kane scored today.
Harry Kane's got 22.
Yeah.
Mo Salah's got 22.
Salah's still got 22. Wow.
Bastard Fernandez has got 18. Son Heung-min has got 17. And DCL's got Bamford as well. Come on, man. There's all these English booters, bruv. There's all these English booters, and you want to bring Greenwood. Come on, man.
Can I make an argument for why I wouldn't take Patrick Bamford?
Yeah,
why?
Right. This is my thing. So I've played against Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford was my age. I played against him when I was in the youth team at Leicester. Right. Yeah. When I'm just name dropping now. This has nothing to do with
this is your life. This is your experience.
I remember playing against him, Nottingham Forest versus Leicester, first game of the season. He played in the first half, scored 2 goals. Then he had to leave the under-18 game to go be on the bench for the first team.
Right.
Then 2 weeks later, he got signed by Chelsea. But everyone used to talk about him like he was the best striker in that league or under-18 league at the time. And then he got the move to Chelsea, and obviously what happened from then, he's found his way back and obviously proved a lot of doubters wrong. The reason I wouldn't take him here is because he needs 4 chances to score 1.
I'm with you. That's how I thought about Cavani, though.
But that's not being disrespectful. Like, obviously, he's a great player. But if you look in games, they'll say, Bamford should have scored. And Bamford had this chance. But
that's like Abraham as well.
But he might score the hardest one. But he'll miss the tap-in and the free header. So I don't think that pressure, especially with England, like imagine you've thrown him on and he's missed the chance from 2 yards out or whatever. Bro, I don't know, man. I think it would cripple him.
Do you know who I'm taking to you, Rose?
Who?
This guy's a legend.
Say less. Scully, let me even take a picture of this because this is ridiculous. No, put it back up. Put it back up. Put it back up.
The same guy that was promoting
put it back up.
Football kits being sent to him and that.
Aye, you might remember this, innit? You might remember this.
Don't worry about that.
Scully has a Greenwood top. Everyone remember this?
I see Ozil in the background, bro. That's my Ozil fan shirt right there. I don't know what.
What Cam's saying is proper serious as well, because for someone like Bamford and even Danny Ings, it sounds stupid, but it's gonna mean so much to them that it's extra added pressure.
Greenwood, that might make, some of them though, like Danny Ings, I can imagine him playing up because of that. It sounds mad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like some man loved that. Some man love that. They're like, yeah, like, it's my time.
Let me tell you, England.
Callum Wilson also has 12 goals, by the way.
Nah.
Who?
Callum Wilson. Yeah.
I'm telling you now, you need to stop this Callum Wilson agenda.
I'm just saying.
Relic thought Callum Wilson was better than Lacazette.
He was. That season I said it, he was.
He wasn't.
I'm not really having either of them, to be honest.
Yeah, but who's better? But be honest, who's better though? Out of the two of them, be realistic. There's only one of them who scores more goals than the other one. So
he literally, Lacazette literally has one more goal than Callum Wilson, and Callum Wilson plays for fucking Newcastle, where they don't have creators.
Yeah, but Arsenal are like similar levels of Newcastle.
The Arsenal are creators.
All right, let's calm down. All right, let's calm down. All right, you see what happens when you let a team borrow your trophy? You see what happens? It's just moving mad. It's not moving mad.
That's true. It is the full Arsenal Cup. Chill.
Yeah,
that's our one.
You're not gonna hold it this year. We're back next year to collect it. Don't worry. You can. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what made me laugh? I found out a couple of days ago that Wenger has won the FA Cup as many times as Tottenham have ever had in their history. Like as in the whole, as in the whole 160-year history of the FA Cup. Like Wenger's won it as many times.
I'm actually really glad that Tottenham have nothing to talk about anymore. Because I didn't like, as much as I'm a Leicester fan, I just don't like Tottenham in it. I don't know.
No one does.
And I tell you for why, because their fans hype up nothing. Like you won a final, but then or you lost a final, but you made it to the final. So well done. Like you might as well have lost 5 rounds ago. It doesn't make a difference. You don't have any silverware. Yeah. You finished 4th in the league. You lost the league to Leicester. Like, oh, we were 2nd. We're a big club. No, you got.
They weren't even 2nd actually. They were 2nd the whole season till the end.
Oh yeah, and then Man United.
Arsenal came 2nd and they came 3rd.
I was looking at 1st and I didn't really look down from there.
I hear.
But remember, we're the only team. We're the only team to beat you twice that season. Just saying, we should have won. We should have won. That goal was looking at it back in hindsight. Yeah, it's so embarrassing. Like we should have fucking won that league this season. But
Relic, you're doing exactly what Cam just said.
You said about Spurs fans. That's what I said.
Celebrating.
It's embarrassing.
Can I just say something? Yeah. You see Spurs, yeah, the issue I have with them, yeah, is everyone has been saying, yeah, I'm looking at you, Rob, because United fans have been saying, they're nearly as big as Arsenal because, they came top 4 like 4 times and they finished above Arsenal, like they went Champions League final, so maybe they're nearly as big, yeah. Leicester win FA Cup, yeah, and everyone's suddenly like, yo, Spurs might not be that big a club, like they might actually like Leicester might be bigger than Spurs. And I'm like, yo, Arsenal fans have been saying this for the last 2 decades. Everyone was saying, oh, you lot are hating. But now it's all like, actually.
They got a Premier FA Cup in the past. They got a Premier FA Cup in the past, 5 years, 6 years? So
in 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years, yeah. And Spurs ain't fucking done shit ever. They won the Audi Cup. What the fuck is the Audi Cup, bro? What is this? What is the Audi Cup?
This is not
D'Angelo Williams. You're saying Leicester's a top 6 club, yeah? Because they won an FA Cup yesterday, yeah? Arsenal had the worst season last season, and we got the FA Cup last season. This is what I mean about
Scully.
Okay, Leicester is a top 6 club. Arsenal is a finished team. They are in the mid-table to relegation cycle right now. No team has the God-given right to continue being top 4 or winning leagues. But we are calling Dortmund a big team because they won the German equivalent of the FA Cup 3 days ago, yeah? When we won the FA Cup last season, everyone was like, oh, who cares about it? It's not League Cup.
Who cares about the FA Cup?
Leicester win it, Dortmund win it. It's like, yo, big cup.
Oh, the Magic's back.
Big up them guys. Oh, the Magic of the Cup.
No, but
You
Everyone
not just hate on us.
Arsenal.
It's right, man.
Yeah, just hate Arsenal. This is what it is. That's what
Shut up.
He's not wrong though. He's not. No, Scully. He's not wrong.
Huh?
No, Scully. He's not wrong though. We're a mid-table club now, and that's just it.
This season, yeah.
No. Because Scully, we have not got Europe. We can't attract big players.
No, but this season,
bigger teams are going to do is get better players, and the gap is going to go like this.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I don't understand. Yeah, when Liverpool, Chelsea, all these men were finishing mid-table, yeah, nobody was saying, yeah, they're finished forever. Nobody was saying that, so I don't understand. Why is it when we do it, is we're finished forever, but when these men do it, it's just like, crazy.
I think it's not even. It's not just the league positioning. It's the manner in which you've landed there. If that makes sense.
Don't worry about it, man. We did the double on you. We did double on Chelsea. Don't worry about you, man. We'll double right back.
Well,
and the after Christmas Cup, we're third in the after Christmas league.
It's true. Come on.
Listen, you can celebrate that, but you should have made it an all English European final across the board, and you could even.
Yeah, that was poor, man. That was poor.
That was disgusting. Hey, listen. Is it time for us to talk about Arsenal?
We couldn't score. We should never talk about Arsenal again.
We've been talking about Arsenal. We're not even trying.
We should never talk about Arsenal. Talk about Leicester.
Hey, listen. Our performance in that semi-final.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go back to Leicester. All right, cool. Let's go back.
Yeah, because who cares? Who gives a fuck about Arsenal? Who gives a fuck about Arsenal anymore? No one.
Me, I give a fuck about Arsenal.
No, you're fuck. You know, I'm even gonna expose you on this fucking live. But you, Scully, fuck you. But anyway, let's continue. And he knows exactly why I'm saying that. But this Scully guy, he's such an op.
Listen, you gotta reveal the information.
Chill.
Oh my god, exactly.
Chill. Let's talk about Leicester.
Oh god, yeah, Leicester.
So the
thing is, I'm actually proud of Leicester, but yeah, go on.
Are Leicester a top 6 side?
Are you asking me?
They deserve to be in it.
Let Cam go first. Let Cam go first.
Right. So the reason I think Leicester are a top 6 club, and it's purely since we won the league, right? Obviously, that was the first claim that we have a Premier League title. So Tottenham don't have a Premier League title.
Facts.
Yeah. So, you know, off you go. Liverpool have the same amount of Premier League titles.
Wow.
They do.
And he won it before, and they won it before them, and he won it before them,
And we won it before them. And then in recent years, the season that followed that, obviously Leicester didn't do particularly well in the league, but we did reach a Champions League quarterfinal. So there are some clubs, bigger clubs, who fail to do that regularly. I'm not just talking about in England, I'm talking about everywhere. Yeah. Are you asking me? Are you putting your hand up to ask a question, or are you saying Arsenal?
I'm putting at Arsenal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this guy, blood?
I'm just saying. When was the last time we made Champions League quarterfinal?
2006.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, carry on, please, Cam.
I think further on from that, like progressively since Rod, like Puel was a weird stage. I don't know what we were doing there. He kind of, I don't know, but he did make some good signings. Who have come off since then. But under Rodgers, I think, I don't know where we qualified for Europa League for this season, 5th. I don't know where we finished the season before that, but I think we only had him for half the season. But what I'm saying is, so finishing 5th, that is top 6. Even though it should have been 4th or 3rd, I think we got nervy. But also, but anyway, more than that, I think the way that the club is run is impeccable.
Amazing.
Like the Thai ownership. I obviously, when I was at Leicester, when I was a kid, when I was 18, that was when they first took over, and you could see that the way they were in the building every day, and their people was in the building every day. Yeah, from when it was like championship.
You hear that, Stan? Sorry.
I think
chill.
I don't know if you've seen it, but the new training ground in terms of facility, people always talk about facilities of big clubs and things like that. I think since winning the title, the exposure of Leicester City as a club worldwide has been massively sort of boosted. Like especially, you probably wouldn't know it, but in places like Thailand, where our owners are from, like. They had a parade where more people went to the parade in Bangkok than they did in Leicester. Do you know what I mean? So global reach as a club is growing. Like I said about facilities, but also the standard of the players. Like if you look at, I know obviously like even not especially, but as an Arsenal fan, you're quite often looking at your players going to rivals, innit? You see it and you feel betrayed or whatever. I looked at Kante going to Chelsea and Mahrez going to Man City and Maguire going to United in the same vein. I thought, you know what, you're going to our rivals. You're not going to really a bigger club at this moment in time. You are going for money and status, but you know what I mean? If you look at the way it's backfired on Maguire, especially like he went there to win trophy.
Rob Bruce, let's respond.
We'll get there. Hey,
factual.
We'll get there. But yeah, Cam, carry on.
But and also then this season winning another trophy, FA Cup, and without being disrespectful to the League Cup, it's probably looked upon by teams as somewhere maybe they test their lesser players. You know what I mean? It's a lesser celebrated and eagerly anticipated fixture for people. Do you know what I mean? Being honest. So out of the two of silverware, which one would you rather win? You'd probably rather win the FA Cup. And I just think, obviously, especially if we get Champions League football, then that's Champions League football 2 out of 5 years for a team that historically is a mid-table / yo-yo club. So why does the top 6 just have to be purely based on revenue from Sky Sports? It should be based on league standings.
I agree that.
And I feel like they're building football heritage now. So if they carry on this vein in the next 10 years, it's not even arguable still. And I agree with everything Kamikaze said still. I'm not gonna lie.
If they win another Prem, or if they win like 2 Europa Leagues or 1 CL in the next 10 to 12 years.
If they win a CL before us, I'm burning. You know, I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get arrested.
Let's change subject. Let's change subject. I don't know. Let's change subject.
If Leicester win the Champions League for Arsenal, oh my God! Oh my God!
Let's change subject. So players who moved from Leicester, it didn't pay off for Mahrez really. Like it did, but it didn't. It's really popping now. Yeah.
Definitely
cool. Getting the Prem is cool, yeah.
Mahrez is still top 3 wingers in the league, like easily. He is, and he's the best dribbler I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie, one of them.
He is, but he's not a main. He's not a main man like that at City.
That's because of Pep, though.
He would have been at Leicester, yeah, and been a main man and got FA Cup, yeah. And let's say Leicester do something mad in Europe, yeah, he would have been a main man now. Now, whatever City do is cool. He does bits, yeah, but not really a main man. It'll be sick if they win CL because I feel like he's been a big part of that campaign. But 100%. he's not the guy like he was.
But can you blame a man like Kante and Mahrez when before that Premier League season, Leicester was, like he said, a mid-table yo-yo team? Like you can't when a team like Chelsea and a team like Man City are coming for you. It's like, okay, 200,000 a week. I'm playing in the Champions League. I'm going. Like it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If they stayed in this Leicester team now, Kante and Didi and Tielemans,
we need to highlight 2 things. We need to highlight 2 things. First and foremost, big up Leicester because their recruitment and scouting, yeah, not only to pick those players up, but to replace them flawlessly without missing a step. Yeah, they sold Maguire. They said we don't care. We don't need Maguire.
We got Sionchu
there, bro. They said we don't care. We got Fofana coming in, bro. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Did you know about that? Did you know Arsenal tried to buy Leicester's head of recruitment?
Really? Yeah. We tried to get Brendan Rodgers too, but then Leicester said, "Oh no, new contract."
It's
true.
They brought in man like flipping Didi. Yeah, everyone was worried like what they're gonna do. They brought in Didi. Donny was studying for a degree while he was playing for Leicester. Yeah, what guy? Who else did they bring in?
Tielemans,
bad boy.
Of course. Even do you remember when Iheanacho was at City and Leicester was like, "Yeah, we're gonna get him," and everyone's like, "Oh, he might not be the guy like that." And to see the way that he blossomed this season has been so sick because he's always been a likable player, but now he's proved his actual worth, man. Like it's actually sick. Like Leicester's and scouting is fantastic. So you really, really, really have to give it to him.
Who'd you put that down to, though? Is that the running of the club? Or is it the individual manager spinning?
I think running the club.
I've been running the club still. I'm not gonna lie.
And head of scouting and recruitment and all of this stuff.
But that goes down to running of the club.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
100%.
I'll definitely.
They run better.
So, do you think Leicester go up from here? Do you think there's development, or like is the team in a young enough position to develop?
Do you think they can sell more? Yeah. Do not be mad if they do what, like you see Lille in France. Yeah, they keep scouting and developing, man, then selling them, keep building, and now they're about to win the league. Like if Leicester can do that over the next 3 years, then yes, up.
What Lille's about to win Ligue 1?
Yeah.
Pepe and Gabriel are pissed.
That backfired on me still because I wrote a lyric about rappers in my league and said I was PSG, and then this happened. It's peak.
Gabriel must be fuming.
It's not even out yet. But right. So what was the question? Sorry, what was the question?
Do Leicester kick on from here, or is this the heights? Do you reckon?
I think if you look at sustainability firstly, so if we do make Champions League, I think the aim is then to make the Champions League again and to be, because I think being honest with the state of English football right now, I feel like Liverpool are going to have to come again. I feel like Man United they haven't come for a while, but in terms of league winning it, so they're going to have to come again, which means spending big money. And Man City are so dominant. Like I didn't even think Man City were having a good season, but if you look at it in terms of just, do you know what I mean? In terms of like what they did before, getting 100 points, like you know, like they're not having their best season. They lost 4-2 to Leicester. You don't lose 4-2 to Leicester in your best season. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like
testament to Leicester. I feel like they can go anywhere and get a result.
Yeah, that is true. But then after a while, when you lose the tag of underdog, people start studying and breaking down what you do. And you've seen it this year against lesser clubs. We've fared less well. I mean, you look at what Newcastle did to us. They said, look, Leicester used to be, we'll counter-attack with Vardy in it. That's what we used to be. We're going to counter-attack with Vardy. We're going to hold it down at the back. Kante's
they used to fuck Arsenal every single time. Oh, my God.
Right. But now we're with players like Ndidi and Tielemans and Maddison and people you can play around with. We're a possession-based team. So when you got Callum Wilson and Alan Maximin on the counter, you're like, what? And West Ham did it to us as well. They scored 3 goals on the counter-attack. They said, you lot can go keep the ball. We're going to spring Jesse Lingard, spring whoever's up top. Do you know what I mean? Antonio. And we're going to do to you what we did to teams. So there's that element of it. When Leicester are deemed like a actual threat, will their system change? But for me, I think we're as high as we need to be for now. I think we need to sustain. We get Champions League football a couple of years in a row, and then you can start looking at targets in terms of the transfer market as the same level as like Manchester United and the stereotypical top 6. And then that's when you can say we kick again. I think sustainability is probably the main objective for a little while anyway. And like winning the FA Cup or getting to a final of something and things like that, they're always nice. But I don't think Leicester will be the team that goes, all right, next year we're going to kick on and win the league. I don't honestly.
Can I ask you a question here? What 3 players do you think Leicester needs to sign to challenge to okay, let's say if your aim is to get Champions League football again, assuming you have it this time, what 3 players do Leicester need to sign?
Am I talking realistically?
Yeah, semi-realistically. Don't be like, we need like Messi, Neymar.
No one's gonna say Messi.
Yeah. Like, but who do you think you sign now and will make a big impact?
Wow. You want actual names of people as well.
At least positions, but if you got some names,
right. Inaki Williams.
Okay.
He's never leaving the Athletic Club though, because he's on like a 6-year contract.
I think of types of players, he's the most realistic who could potentially step into Vardy's shoes. I think he runs like mad. He's never really injured.
He never missed a game for them in like 6 years.
Yeah. His goal scoring isn't impeccable, but neither was Vardy's when he first came. And I think you can coach that into him, like with the way that like the way that Brendan Rodgers is, because he's obviously done good coaching with certain players. So a player like him, a wiry, quick, doesn't stop running style of striker, doesn't have to be him, but he's just a name that springs to mind.
By the way, do you think you can play him with Ian Nacho? Because you got to think Vardy's not the guy who's staying if you bring in Naki Williams.
No, I don't think Vardy has to leave. I think Vardy will be cautious of the fact that he will be 35. He does want to play, and he'll be honoured in the same way that Wes Morgan sort of is, like not as all that Wes Morgan was in the seasons gone. So you bring him on when you need someone to go do those bits, and he'll score a goal, and he'll still work as hard as he does from when he starts the game. Do you know what I mean? Because if you look at him in more recent years, and if you look at Brendan Rodgers and the things that he said about Jamie Vardy, he's actively told him, don't do as much running as you used to because you can't. So when Leicester defend, he often just stands on the back line, doesn't chase. He used to just go like in a circle, just running around everyone. So I think Vardy can still be kept happy and kept at the club, even if a striker like him does come in. And obviously with more games, you could say, all right, Vards, you can play Champions League. You know what I mean? We owe that to you. You go play our Champions League games, and we'll use Inaki sparingly or whatever. But yeah, I think we need a good centre back because Johnny Evans is getting old.
He's getting on. Yeah. True.
I mean, you saw it the way that he tried to carry on in the game the other day. He's not.
Yeah.
And obviously, his leadership this year, especially, has been immense, and the way that he plays the ball out and stuff is very good.
Fantastic.
So maybe even like Connor Cody. Maybe.
Okay.
Connor Cody wants to play Champions League football. He wants.
Fair shout.
I see the vision. Yeah. I see the vision.
Yeah, and he's not as quick and as Soyuncu or Fofana. If you put them either side of him, it works just as well. And then it's difficult because I feel like Leicester, if you look positionally, they're not stretched in anywhere. Like they're adaptable as a shape. So if we haven't got Harvey Barnes on the wing, we've got a wing back. Do you know what I mean? If we haven't got three in midfield, we just play Ndidi and Tielemans flat. Like, so to pick a specific position, but I think it's peak because it's the class of the champions that I feel like they're the players that need replacing. But I'd say we need a replacement for Albrighton, someone who's got a good delivery, knows his limits. He's not going to try and dribble past 5-6 man. He's going to find his yard and whip. I'm not entirely sure there's that many players who play like that. Dwight McNeil, there you go. There's someone who does that.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
Dwight McNeil, and Dwight McNeil is young. Dwight McNeil is probably more ambitious than Burnley, no disrespect to Burnley. And he's at an age where you can probably get him for like 25 mil, rather than if he has 2 more good seasons and Man United slap 50 on him.
Those were 3 very realistic, very good answers.
Before Dwight McNeil, trust me.
I don't know. I just feel like they're players that obviously as well, like if you look at the Leicester team and you're talking about Man City with egos, if you look at the Leicester team, you can't pick an ego out of that. Maybe James Maddison, but his is a bit more tongue-in-cheek. That's just how he plays. You know what I mean? But Dwight McNeil, I mean, your career's been at Burnley. Connor Cody, your career's been at Wolves. And Inaki Williams, like your career's been in Spain. And at a Europa League team. So to come to Leicester and play Champions League, that's attractive.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they do slot in.
Everything he's saying is just making me realise how shit Arsenal is, man. Pissing me off.
I knew you was gonna say that.
No, it is.
Let me. Can I ask you guys a question as fans of traditional Big Six clubs? Yeah, because this is also what I think is a test of how good you are as a club. If you could take 3 players each from the Leicester team, who would you take?
Tielemans.
Tielemans, Ndidi. And probably Fofana.
No, I'll take Castagna, Tielemans.
Hey, Arsenal bleeding. We could give us any free players. It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can pick them in anywhere.
It don't matter.
Fofana can work.
You give us whatever fee you want to give us. We'll make it work. Yeah. What Vardy? You want to give us Vardy? We'll take Vardy. We'll take Ian. Well, we'll take him this season. We'll take him.
No, we won't.
This season we'll take him.
No one going to take Schmeichel. No one wants Schmeichel.
I said
Schmeichel. I wouldn't.
No, but we could. I said, I'm just saying, most of Leicester's team, like, there's very little. Maybe I would say Tierney we pick over. Maybe Saka.
Over
what's the guy that Pepe skinned?
Thomas.
Because James Justin, you're thinking of.
That's not their normal,
But Justin's a right-footed left back. I don't like right-footed left back.
Tierney's good, man. Tierney gets picked up.
Tierney falls over all the time, man.
Chill out,
no,
man.
it doesn't.
Tierney, Saka, maybe Pepe, and that's it.
Because I wouldn't take many of Arsenal starting 11.
Gabriel. Maybe not even Gabriel. Maybe not even. That's what I'm saying. I said he can pick any three players.
With the bigger clubs, it's hard to not take their players because they've got a lot of individual brilliance or individual talent. But what I think is more sustainable is building a team unit that can do a job. Like if you look at West Ham, they built a unit that can do a job. And when individual talent's not performing and you haven't got good coaching, if Cavani ain't banging, Man United are losing a lot of their games. Or if Bruno has an off day, Man United are losing a lot of their games. So
what three players do you pick, Rob? What three players do you pick from Leicester team? Yeah.
I sought for Fofana for Harry Maguire. We'll do that straight away.
No,
but actually, to be fair, you know, to be fair.
No, be honest.
We watched Man United without Harry Maguire for the first time in a long time against Liverpool.
They were poor, bro. Harry Maguire's a good defender, man.
Awful. And it made me realize what Harry Maguire has brought to the team. No matter how much I've cussed him this year, like he makes a big difference in the Man United defense. So let me not do any Harry Maguire slander. Definitely take Ndidi for what Man United need. If I would take Harvey Barnes over Dan James.
No. Dan James made a paper mache, bro. You don't swap out Dan James, who's your like sub for the League Cup games for Harvey Barnes. That's not how it works, bro. You got to put him in the starting 11.
You got to put him in the starting 11. Do I start Harvey Barnes over Greenwood? No.
Yes. No. Oh my God! You know, spotted in Greenwood is jarring.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't think so. I don't think.
Jarring.
Obviously, with Greenwood, it's a different thing.
Man, like CJ, my guy CJ, you know, big him up.
In the building. Big up CJ.
Man said that and ghosted.
Lads, sorry, can I say one thing? I gotta go in like a couple minutes in it because I gotta have food and that.
No, it's cool.
I didn't know how long the show was for, innit?
No, it's cool.
No worries. Cool. Okay, before you go, couple minutes.
No, I have. Sorry, I want to say one more thing. Sorry, a realistic. If I can't get Inaki Williams, you only jar my memory because I've seen how good West Ham are. I'll take Mikel Antonio.
Oh,
I hear
Antonio, it. Yeah.
For Leicester,
in the mold of Vardy, like the way that he's a runner, the way that okay. Yeah,
Billy's man off the ball, shit houses a bit. Like he can pass it off to another guy to score a goal. I hear it. I think Antonio at Leicester would do a lot of damage. I can't lie.
I don't know.
You reckon so? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
Do you know the way Leicester play? Yeah, Leicester play good football. Yeah, but at the bottom, at the end of the day, the bottom line is they put the ball into the box. So like, if you got players, that's why I've always said and you might slaughter me for this, but I've always said Eddie Nketiah will not make it probably at Arsenal. But I think
you won't make it
at Leicester. I think he'd do a job at Leicester, because you put the ball in the box, he's putting it away. Like you've seen how many times he bundles it into the goal, innit? Like if you're at a team where they just make sure it's within 10 yards of the goal, he's finishing that. So I think he'd do a job at Leicester. I think he'd do an elite job at West Ham. And bro.
RELLIK has no hook for.
Do you know what's funny? There's bare Arsenal players who live where I live in my building.
Jeez.
Can you tell them the shit, please? Every time we see them,
they're They're all nice, and the women's team live here as well because obviously they play. I live in St Albans, innit, and they play in Boreham Wood. I see them. I see them all the time. They look at me in my Dagenham tracksuit like I'm a nobody, fam. They look at
see, ego. See, and they're shit.
Chill. The
women's team ain't shit.
The women's team ain't shit, by the way. The women's team ain't shit, by the way. They're much better.
I'm talking about the men's team.
You know, Dagenham's my local team.
Yeah, bro. Come down, Victoria Road, 29th of May. We're playing Wrexham, man. Could be a 6-pointer. Come down, man.
Okay.
Tickets available.
Huh? I'm gonna be there.
29th. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna come down. So you
couple man have come to watch me play still. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Izzy Gibbs, DJ Jam Pipe, couple man. Yeah.
What's it like being a professional footballer and also an artist at the same time?
Long.
Rob got in his capital extra back there.
Right.
Yeah, so dumb.
Being honest here, I could never complain about my life ever. And I do realize that the situation that I'm in is incredibly privileged in terms of the two things that I get to do as a career. I'll never take that for granted. The one thing that people do always forget is they both are incredibly challenging careers. They're both very much dictated by other people a lot of the time. So as much as you think I'm an independent artist, like there's only so much I can do with that. Do you know what I mean? In the work that I work in at football, I am only on a contract for X amount of time when I'm working for the next one. Like I continuously have to be on point. The other thing that people don't see, and often people will say, oh, you've blown up. I ain't blown up in any sense in music. Not as far as I'm concerned. I'm well known, but the monetary side of it is not equal to the other side of it. What I will say is people never take into account the hours that you don't get paid for. So the hours of football between, I don't know, 8 and 18, where I wasn't going out and living life and doing all these things, and I had to sacrifice in that sense all the things that I never got paid for, they don't always equal out now even. So when people think it's an easy life, no, it's dedication to the maximum, and in both I have to be disciplined because I can't ever let one subside the other. And obviously even now, like it's become even more challenging. I have a child now, so she comes before everything. So do you know what I mean? So it is difficult, but it's incredibly rewarding, and I wouldn't have changed it anyway. So what can I say?
Yeah, no, that's
fair enough, man.
That's proper interesting insight, man. I don't think I've ever met or spoken to anyone that does both.
It's only two. It's only two people that I know. Him and Donny.
Donny,
Donny don't kick ball now though. So
really?
Yeah, he don't play football like that no more. Where was Donny playing?
Barnet.
It was at Barnet. Was he at Barnet when he was in the thick of his career as well?
And he was at Dagenham. He was at Dagenham when they were in League 2, possibly even League 1. I don't know. I don't know the extent of it. And then obviously the one that always people forget, Terminator, bro. Terminator is one of QPR's young goal scorers. Yeah, Terminator played for QPR. Yeah,
Palace. He played for Crystal Palace.
Wait. But these men can't move to me.
Yeah. I'll tell you the funny story about Terminator playing for Palace after this show.
These men can't move to me. That's crazy.
Hey, listen. If you know, you know, innit?
Oh, and Finn used to kick ball as well. Millions used to kick ball.
Who?
Oh yeah, Keys used to kick ball.
Yeah, he used to.
Millions used to kick ball.
Yeah, he was at West Brom's Academy.
Yeah.
You know what? Tracks and tactics. We got to put something together. We got to make something happen, whether it's a charity sort of situation or something like that.
Definitely.
We do a sort of game or something.
Oh, it's you don't want to start moving to professional ballers.
Cam, what you say? All right, what you saying music-wise?
The confidence is crazy. I need it.
I know. I'm cautious. You got to go, and obviously, tracks and tactics. We like to talk about football and music. So, what are you saying music-wise?
Where does Scully run to? Not he got to go. Where's man gone?
I think his internet.
What was I gonna say? Yo, I can't give you dates right now. But what I can tell you is that when we shot Wednesday 2, which is continuation of a project that I put out in 2017, which became kind of I don't know if it was I would call it a cult classic because I never got playlisted or nothing, but people still bang it now. I think Scully might have even come to the listening party of it, Wavy Shut Wednesday at Red Bull. Maybe. Potentially. 2017 anyway. And yeah. So Wavy Shut Wednesday 2 will be out in June. It's not. I'm gonna tell you know what, give you the exclusive. It's 9 songs.
Nice.
There's 3 features who are all from Leicester, which is something that I thought was quite important.
Sick.
Mahalia, yeah?
No.
Yeah.
And I mean that seriously. No.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know, but Haley is actually my people's like my best friend's her older brother and that. So I've known her for a long time. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm close to her family and stuff. So shout out Mahalia, shout out Zayn.
Yeah, love Mahalia.
But no, none of her family make the project, unfortunately. But yeah, so Leicester MCs, Leicester producers on it as well. And the first song off it, the first single will be out before the end of May. So that's what I can say.
Okay.
Say less.
Say no more. We're looking forward to it, man.
We love that. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on the FA Cup win. We're glad that you could borrow that for a season. We'll take it back probably.
All right, sorry, I'm gonna be a pain. One more, last one from me. Last question.
Yeah.
Any artist you're feeling right now that people should be across?
Me.
Of course.
No, but some people don't know me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
Could be a different audience. Who am I feeling right now? Jesus. Saint out of Leicester, very hard.
Yeah.
Izzy Gibbs, bro. Izzy Gibbs is my guy, yeah. But listen to his new music. It is better than what anyone else is putting out right now. No disrespect to anyone else.
Sick.
Do Sparks, another artist from Leicester. Jafro, incredibly hard artist from Leicester.
He's from Leicester.
I'm gonna shout out the Leicester people, man. We want Wraiths. Shout out, we want Wraiths. Shout out JB Schofield, he's putting out music again. Shout out Twisted Pennies, Sane. A lot of my people, but a lot of the people I listen to are alternative, different people. I listen to a lot of people like Hat Baker. I listen to
man like Hat. Shout out my guy.
Yeah, a lot of Merkins Dave. Shout out JK, his new song's hard. Got love for Jay. That's on the map.
So Midlands, basically.
It's not a Midlands thing because I listen to a lot of people. Like I was mentioning
Hat's from Isle of Dogs.
Yeah, he's from East. Like Kia Keys, incredible MC. So if you don't,
what team did he play for, by the way? What team did Kia play for?
He played for, as far as I know, he played for Fleetwood Town, which is near Blackpool, and he played for Barnet at under 21 level. Yeah.
I have to get him on here one day.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, and also, do you know whose new song's hard? And obviously, he's a friend of mine as well. D7, underrated. D7. Yeah. So I'm listening to a lot of people, man. But
yeah, no,
it's been a pleasure, guys.
Thank you so much, man, for coming.
Thank you very much, man. All the best in the running. You hopefully catch us down at Dagenham. We hope it goes well for the rest of the season.
We'll see you on the pitch as well soon, man. We'll see you on the pitch. But hey, listen, don't go easy on us, yeah?
No, go easy on me, but don't
go easy on us. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't go easy on us.
Do you know what the difference is, bro? And I'll tell you. The difference is always the stamina.
See, I ain't got none, so
you might be kicking my heels for the first 5, but when it kicks the 35 minutes, and I'm not tracking back, I'll be there, bro.
Should we say Scully's East African though? So you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, hey listen, we'll see him on the pitch, man. We're coming. Tracks and Tactics, Sports Day out there. We'll see you. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Respect.
God bless. Big up you. Yeah, man, we're doing that. We're doing the Sports Day. Why did Relic?
We need to.
Yeah, I said I've been removed from the stream. When did I been removed from the stream?
I can't lie. I pressed the wrong button. Sorry.
You see? I got so much fucking ops in the dance, bro. I can't stand it.
It's not me, bro.
You man, piss me off, man.
I was thinking, right.
It said you've been removed from the stream. I said, right.
Relic said, yeah, Comma's going, yeah. Cool. Bless you, man. I'm out as well. Hey, but listen, let's get to talk about some music stuff because I feel like we could talk more about football, but we'll be about
J. Cole,
for the rest of the evening. So yes, we're gonna go across to music. As Rellik can see, he's chatting about J. Cole. I don't want to talk about J. Cole because this is about the UK scene, really. So like,
J. Cole, J. Cole, J. Cole, J. Cole,
J. Cole,
J. Cole.
Yeah, man.
J. Cole.
Yeah, he makes me a bit sleepy, so.
No, you're pagan.
The album was hard. I like this album. You know I like this album.
Fam, he's spitting on the album, bro. He's sick. Like his album, it seems very mixtapey to me.
It's probably it's too early for me to say, but on first listen, it's my favorite album from him. And I don't mean project, but album.
That's how I know you're not a J. Cole fan, but it's cool.
What's your favorite album?
I can't lie.
My favorite.
I'm outside of this conversation, yeah. But I've been hearing like rave reviews about this J. Cole album. Like,
it's because he's not making songs. He's just rapping on it, innit? So he's just everyone's like, oh my god, there are songs on it. Don't get it twisted, but most of them are freestyles.
No, there's a lot of songs. Bro.
No, most of them are freestyles.
Also, his albums are great, yeah, but there's always some corny moments in his albums, even Forest Hill Drives. Forest Hill Drives is definitely his best album, but this is rivaling 2, maybe 1. But then all the other albums, I'd say this is better than, and then I'd say Friday Night Lights and probably Warm Up.
Mixtapes.
Yeah. He's amazing at mixtapes. His albums have just been a bit,
To you.
Yeah, to me. Of course, I'm talking about my opinion. What do you want me to do? Big up Umar United, who said, yo, what are you saying? Umar United.
Yeah, anyway, so J. Cole's album came out. It was very, very good. What else dropped this week? Migos dropped as well.
Bro, why is he going to the US? Rob, come back. Why is he going to the US, bro? This show is about...
what came out in the UK, sir?
Dino Drizzy's project.
Fuck off.
Why are you saying fuck off? I mean, I heard the tune, yeah. I heard this tune, yeah. I heard Drizzy, yeah, and I wasn't rushing to.
Don't call him Drizzy.
No,
that's the name of the song.
The name of the tune.
Oh, the one. Okay, yeah.
And it's hard, bro. I was shocked by it. I was like,
it is good. It is good.
It's good. Oh, you got an AP. I got
an AP. CAP.
Yeah. Hard, bro. You know that tune's hard. I'm like, right.
Yeah, that seems good stuff.
And the Unknown T tune. He's got a tune with Craig David. I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Georgia Smith EP did come out. Yes, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, big up CJ, bro. I think Dino's better than I gave him credit for, but I think also he's growing. Obviously, he's young. He's like 20.
I think he's younger than that.
Yeah, like when he came out before, obviously his music is not necessarily, for me, it's made for people who are a generation younger, technically, right? Yeah. But I listened to some of the songs on the project and I was like, yo, you're growing and you're making music that is more than acceptable. It's good. It's actually good. Like that Dizzy song is good. Like I said, the Unknown T song is good. The Craig David song is good. So I'm actually shocked. Boy Meets World, give it a listen. Pick out your tunes. But he did his thing, man. He did his thing for sure.
I can't lie. I'm surprised you even listened to that tape still.
Why?
I'm a real music man.
Because it's for kids.
Nah, man. You gotta listen. You gotta take in everything. Some of the hardest rappers are very young. Nas' best work when he was 19, bro. So.
Are we comparing Dino Driz to Nas and Illmatic? Is that what we're gonna do?
Chill. What I said was,
I can't see Scully tomorrow.
Younger. No, because do you know what it is, yeah, you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. I'm not saying Dino's Nas. I'm saying, yeah, some of Nas' best work was when he was 19. So why would I skip? Even Dave, yeah.
Dino's, I hear you.
Let's use Dave as another example.
You're using Nas.
No, but I'm using Dave as an example.
One of the greatest rappers of all time.
I'm using Dave as an example. I said forget.
You don't even like Dave's projects.
Huh? That's not true. Don't do that. Because I actually do that psycho drama. Don't do that. I said that.
You guys are always beefing.
Anyway,
you're always beefing.
Some of Dave's best work here came out when he was 19, innit? So why would I skip someone's work because they're 19? You can make good music because even while you're young. But I'll give you more leeway while you're young. You have more room for mistakes while you're young. As you get older, I have less leeway. There's like a sweet spot, yeah. So say like age 25 to 35, I have no forgiveness. And after 35, you get a bit older and you get a bit out of touch, so I can give you leeway again.
If Jay-Z
drops a bad song, I'll be like, do you know what? Yeah, Donny's 51, yeah. He's not really in touch with what the kids are saying. Yeah,
he's gonna miss every now and again.
Yeah.
But he hasn't missed. JC hasn't missed in like 6-7 years.
Debatable.
Ooh,
and I'm
what
a
do
big
you man?
fan, my favorite rapper.
What do you man think of Berwin?
I like Berwin. I like Berwin. I think Berwin is. There are a few people who I describe as the Black James Blake. Well, if we're being honest, the Black James Blake is Sanford, but let's not compare Sanford to a white man because he's his own individual and his music is fantastic, award-winning, critically acclaimed. But you know what I'm saying? Berwin is in that like space where the music is just like it's soft, it's emotive. I don't know if he's permeated our scene yet. It'll be interesting to see if he can. The song that would have done it is Trap Throne, that didn't all the way. Did bits, but it didn't all the way. What do you not think he can break it this year?
I'm on to him too much. I won't lie to you, Star.
Oh, for real. Like I think he's a good artist. Like, he's a good artist has potential to be a great artist as well. But where he sits, I don't know where that would be just yet. But I think he's really good, man. And it's been nice to play him on the radio as well. That's why I wanted to ask and see what you man are saying about Berwin. But he's cool.
I think he's. Cool. I just.
You're not. Just so Scully, you're a big fan. Relic, you're just unbothered.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is? I can be a fan of someone and also agree with Relic and say that I don't get necessarily how they permeate mainstream. I know liking someone doesn't mean, for example, I don't even want to call out names, but there's people that I've listened before who I'm like, I enjoy them, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're a mainstream act. Okay, for example, let's talk about Drillax. Yeah, like I enjoy KO and V9. Yeah, I think they're sick. Yeah, and obviously Drill got his first #1, but that doesn't mean I think KO and V9 are gonna have #1 tunes on the chart. You know what I'm saying? But I can still be a fan of their music. They can both exist and both be true. Your music can be great. Your music can be the most artistic, beautiful music that exists, but it can still not be mainstream. You get
me? Yeah, of course, because not everyone's gonna go for that angle either. To be fair, yeah, not everyone belongs in the charts and stuff. How mad is it that Body held for a second week? I think outselling the first week. Correct me if I'm wrong, Scully, and achieving first in Australia as well.
And Ireland, I think, as well.
And Ireland. Was it an Island as well?
I think it might be an Island as well.
It was. Yeah. Have you seen the state of her body?
If you're saying that first, say it with energy. Have you seen the state of her body? Man! If I be I ain't wearing it, Johnny. I don't around with the geezer. Is it me on the last one, sweetheart?
No, honestly,
I don't give a shit. I'm a rapper now.
Do you know what? Let me tell you what, yeah. RD's check is definitely going way up. Bro, because of that verse. He's single-handedly contributed to that song.
He can walk into any label now and say, I want an M. If you don't give me an M, I'm not coming.
An M? Whoa.
No, he can.
1 M?
He can.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
If Osh can get 400,000 for my yay, he can get an M.
Osh didn't get 400,000?
He did.
400?
Who
did that?
Who did that, Scully?
Oh, Scully was he?
Not me. I didn't sign it.
He didn't do it. But
I didn't sign no one.
He was virgin.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. They splash money. Which female artist? Relics. You see Relics, Scully. When you see
what
him, you have to fight him.
Why? I'll see him tomorrow. So,
Tomorrow, Dale said, "What UK female artist would you like to see put a project out?" Any genre?
Shabo.
Coming soon. That one's landing soon, man. Come on, we can see
Shabo.
it, man.
Shabo, for sure.
I need a Shabo project still.
Another one from Bella.
We'll
always take a Bella project. Always.
I would like another one from Manelia as well.
Yes.
I love Manelia.
Of course.
Yo, I'm feeling Tizando's music recently, you know. So
I love that tune she got with
that
fucking
song, what's it called? Paige something.
She's talking about love in the most crud way ever, and I love it.
Bro, she did the last thing, bro. She's talking about a gun, bro.
A gun, yeah. I caught that.
No, that's what Nas did. I like.
Why can you say K Coke? Say K Coke. Why did you say Nas?
Nas did it first.
She said about a gun. I didn't even know that. Still, I didn't clock.
Yeah. About a gun. See, that's what I mean.
Tizando also be nice too.
Yeah, Tizando be massive.
Who else?
Little
I think
Mix.
I think fuck off. Scully.
Huh?
Why do you want to hear Little Mix project? We're talking about black music.
That's the touch of your love and
your love is me. There's the touch of your love. What a backup.
Nah. You know when my camera turned off. That's how mad that was. Scarlet, Rob been on commercial radio too much.
No, but I don't play Little Mix. I don't play Little Mix, and I can.
But even him, my commercial radio don't play that.
I'll play it. Couple extra.
You're not.
In fact, look, you can put extra. Keep it all. Full stop.
You know. We don't want to. We're not trying to hear no Little Mix, man.
Are you guys? Is there any more actually?
Shah Simone. I want to hear Shah Simone.
Shah Simone is good, man.
She's rapping. She be rapping.
Yeah,
she be rapping.
Proper rapping. I want to hear
Drea Mac. Drea Mac.
Yeah, Drea Mac.
I don't know if I want a project from her yet.
Nice.
I
just want to hear what it sounds like.
I really like any, and I'm interested.
Yeah.
Projects will sound like.
I don't want to hear a project from any. You can't lie. Personally.
Why?
Just
Eddie makes such feel good music, bro.
No, she raps very well. I just, you know what? I shouldn't even say this. Come in, the manager is mad cool. Larger Annie.
You can't just switch like that. You can't do that.
Hey,
Relic
went industry on us, Scully. He went industry on us.
Massive. You know what? Yeah, Larger Annie. Yeah,
Larger Annie.
Bruv, any same old.
Larger everyone at fam.
Same
old. I think that's gonna end up in my songs of the year.
I promise. I think Annie's cold, man. Genuinely.
Yeah.
That's why I'm calling for her to. I want to hear a whole project from her because
someone can be cold and not interesting, you know. I'm not saying Annie's that.
J. Cole.
I find that interesting.
Cool.
Well, like J. Cole.
Scully is fine because I'm seeing you tomorrow, so it's cool.
And Nas is cold and not interesting. In fact.
Yeah, he is.
Scully,
you find a Little Sims?
Yes, I am. But no, it's conditional.
Me and CJ are thinking the exact same thing.
The Woman record's good. It's good.
Yeah, Woman is a great song. Woman is a great song, but this is why I said I'm conditional with Little Sim here. She makes tunes with like Woman, and I'm like, this woman, she's amazing. She's a sick rapper. She's one of the coldest come out of the UK. And then every now and again I hear a song and be like, I don't mind. Like you see what Relic was saying about Any, yeah? I feel about that about some Little Sim tunes. But there's some Little Sim tunes, like I said, like this Woman tune, which I think is just like, this is elite. This is genuinely, no cap, one of the best songs released from the UK this year. 100%. But I just want her to do this consistently for 12 songs on one project, yeah? And that's it.
The thing, I just like Little Sims' creative brain and what she does creative across a project. You know what I mean? So I can never diss her in any sort of way because I think she's
you can never diss her.
It's so remember the UK era is different, man. I feel like mature music goes over a lot of people's heads, but in a landscape where I feel where there was more people that had that sort of mature ear, she'll be so appreciated.
Creatively, she's gone. She creates like them Odd Future people and like the Matt Millers and like, do you know what I'm saying? In terms of like, she creates a whole world every time she has
exactly.
Like Age 101 is like a whole universe. Like
yeah.
So in that aspect, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Can I bring up something? Are we still talking about women or are we moving on?
No, go for it.
I just need to bring up that Fredo is one of the best rappers in the country. That's it. Fredo is one of the best rappers in the country. That's what I'm gonna say. That's why I said, are we talking about women? Can I move on? Yeah.
Okay. I was so confused.
I said, are we still talking about women or can we move on? And Rob said, go on then.
Oh no! I thought you meant, are we moving on or can we still talk about women? Sorry. I thought you meant the other way around. Fredo ate that freestyle.
Freestyle, yeah.
He ate.
I don't think people are listening. Like he's barring off, you know.
I tried to tell man. I tried to tell man. I thought I was crazy. Remember when I said tables turn? Yeah, I said when you listen to potential that's in that tape, he's gone. But the only problem is after that tape, he let us down a bit. Like the next two projects weren't as levels, but then the last one that he came out that was exec produced by Dave was a good listen. Like it's not his full potential.
Great, it's a good project. It's a really good project.
Independence Day freestyle. That's the level I want to hear about. Independence Day, Back to Basics. What's the one that Dave was on? Back to Basics, and the other one,
Money Talks.
Money Talks. That's when Fredo's in.
Do you know why I'm so happy? You know why I'm so happy about this freestyle? Yeah.
Why?
I'm so happy about this freestyle because he's gone. He's done that album. Dave has produced it, whatnot. Man can sit back and chill for a little while, you know. Already, foot on next again. Here we go.
Foot,
you know,
on
He's like, that was the album.
And I'm sure he's got a tune with Central coming as well.
I'm seeing the pictures.
People
I'm seeing the pictures.
That's so tight. That's all West politics. I don't know about all that.
What?
We'll see.
Hey, man. Hey,
we've said it before, yeah. But we'll say it again. West London's got this rap thing on lock still. I'm not gonna lie.
At the moment,
they've got this rap thing on lock still.
Alright, we got to talk about the Brits.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
We got to talk about the Brits, man. How do you man?
I didn't watch it. I
was on air, so it was on the background, so I was just trying to keep it up with it here and there. But
I watched parts of it. Hey, big up Heady, yeah. In the one Virgil Abloh, yeah. Big up RV and the rest of RFB for just coming as they are to the bits. I love that, man. Be who you are, yeah. Enjoy it as you are. What else did I see? Shout out Arlo Parks, man, because you know what it is, yeah. I was having this conversation, I was watching it, yeah. We forget to celebrate artists who are black, who are not within the black music scene, quote unquote, yeah. Like Arlo Parks, and she was doing her thing. She's at the bit. She's selling records. Even Celeste, like these are people. Even Leanne LaHavas, yeah. This is black excellence.
I love Leanne LaHavas.
Shout out and be like, yo, big up these lot because they're really putting on for us.
Do you know what it is? Yeah. Do you know what it is? We need an ecosystem of conversation for music in those sorts of lanes because you don't hear no chat about it, and then out of the blue, someone will pop up who's black with a one album. Do you know what I mean? But it's pop in somewhere, but we just ain't got no ecosystems because I guess we like the drama. You know, we love a Fredo and Central C picture together, but there's as you say, there's excellence going on. So maybe we.
I can't lie. I thought that was darker when I was watching the Brits.
Yo, cut the cameras. Yo,
I thought it was darker. I didn't know who she was until someone said, "Why is your camera?" Oh my days, niggas can't be honest anymore.
We're just gonna give RELLIK 30 seconds to explain what just happened. RELLIK, the floor is yours.
I watched the Brits. I saw a girl with no hair. I thought it was darker. The end.
End of story. Scully,
and then someone said it was Arlo Parks. I said, who's Arlo Parks?
So the Brits, man, I'm not really feeling Jack Whitehall's style of comedy, man.
Fam, he needs to fuck off now. I'm gonna be honest. He needs to fuck off now. Like you've done this.
Let's not hate.
No, I'm not hating. You've done it 4 years in a row. It's time to go. It's time to go. Like it's time to go.
R.I.P. Claude. But yo, why would they see Shanty Boys on the Brits floor? Like that was a limited ticketed event, yeah, and the Shanty Boys
and they got the shout.
Oh, when the man comes, with a tea and rum.
And that's the funny thing. It wasn't even the real sea shanty guys. It was the guys from that picture that they animated to be them. That is funny, man.
But them up, like, Jake, they need to give that job to Motor Comedian now. Why Jake Whitehall? Like you've done this bare times now. You're funny, but I'm not that entertained by you anymore. Get someone else to do it.
Do you know what?
Give it to Mo.
I wouldn't mind if they alternated. It would be nice if they alternated.
Why must black presenters only do the Mobos?
I think because like it shouldn't be back to back. Let's say 5 years.
It's true. Why must Motor Comedian be stuck with GRM awards and Mobos? Why can't he do the Brits? Like no,
Mo's got profile for it.
Why, brother?
He has,
but
he's got profile for it.
He's doing fucking Masked Singer and that. He has the red nose on in Sainsbury's, and you know that don't fit on black people's nose. That's how you know that's the level that Motor Comedian is on.
Yeah. You know why they don't want to have him
do the fucking Brits, man. Why must he be stuck doing GRM awards?
You know why, brother?
No offense to Posty.
Black man. They don't want a black man as the face of the.
Oh my days!
I haven't hurt my hand doing that, fam. Fucking
a black man as the face of the Brits.
Listen, hashtag. Hey, if you're not listening, yeah, hashtag on Twitter, hashtag Mo for the Brits. Get me?
Yeah.
Even if they want to dilute a black man, go get Craig Mitch. If you want to dilute a black man,
okay.
But I'm done with.
Okay, you're out of pocket now. You're out of pocket.
What
now.
the fuck is it?
Nah,
oh my days!
We have to go. Cut the cameras.
Niggas don't want to pod. Niggas don't want to pod, man. Like, fam, Joe Biden's podcast is crumbling. I'm trying to be number one, bro. Niggas don't want to pod.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. No, I can't say that. I was about to say something wild. I can't say what I was about to say. Let me type it.
Don't want to podcast.
Yeah? But yo, certain
you guys are crazy.
This, yeah? Niggas don't want. I know you. I can't lie. Alex was right. Every time he's not here,
it's always wild. I can't wait to go back and give Alex this report.
Hey,
so
I can't lie.
You guys.
Oh yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, and yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I was about to say, but I pulled myself back. Yeah.
Anyway.
Fam, Chunks to go do the Brits. Go get Chunks. Get me?
Oh no, he's not messing with music.
Can we talk about J Hus for a bit?
Hold on, before we go to us, can I just say, yeah, Chunks was supposed to be in the remix of a song that I was working recently, and he didn't do it for the whole "I'm leaving music for religion" thing, which I take, I applaud and take very seriously. But I just want to make it clear that this isn't something. It's not a new decision. It's something that he decided a long way back. So even the Dino song that he's on with J.I., that verse is from like a year back. Like he hasn't been doing the verse like a year. Like he's very much liberated this choice.
Okay. Thanks for the insight, Industry Skulls. Appreciate it.
Hashtag put niggas on the Brits.
Wow. Yo, that hashtag is crazy.
J Hus.
Niggas on the Brits.
J
Hus, man. What a guy, man. What a guy. I'm happy for him. Do you think Hedy should have won the award over him? Me had a conversation, yeah, and because it was best male, she said it should have been Hedy. I thought she still should have been Hus. Well, you're saying Hedy. Why Hedy?
I enjoyed Edna more than. No, did I enjoy him more than Big Conspiracy? I think I might have actually, but yeah, and I felt like just because Hedy's been more visible, like J Hus literally got the album fucked off.
This is the argument that I've heard a lot of people say, like, to be best male, you've got to be present. Or they didn't have was he in the best album category? They didn't have a best album category or something like that. But that means they judged it purely on music, which is good. Yeah, and I know it was voted for. I know it was voted for by like all of us and whatnot. But people, not
me. I ain't got clout enough. You lot vote on the Brits.
Oh gosh,
I don't vote on the Brits. Just saying, I don't go to the Brits.
Rob, you did walk into that. When you said it, I was thinking, why did you say that? I knew what RELLIK was gonna do.
Do you know what it is?
I ain't got clout like that. Feel me?
Hands up to that one. Oh, my hands up to that one. It's because.
But you, man, in the industry skulls and industry rope, you know.
People must have voted based on music, is all I'm saying.
You people, yes. You people. Because we don't vote for nothing, star. For nothing.
Now all the people know that it's me and Rob who voted.
It's you, man. It's you, man. I ain't got no ego. I can't even vote on the rating awards, blood. So I'm going to be. I can't vote on the Brits.
Can I just email me? Can I just say you pick several options? You pick 3 to 5 options on each.
I wouldn't know. Sorry, I wouldn't know.
No, but I'm letting you know, yeah. And I picked both Hedy and Hus, and they're both my top 2, yeah. I picked Hus top 1, I think, based on music. I probably shouldn't say that. I'm not allowed to say that. However, I wouldn't be mad if Hedy won it. I think I don't think it's cut and dry between the two of them. But what is amazing is that we're living in a time where 2 UK rappers are like. No one's talking about anyone else. No one's talking about, maybe it should have been Harry Styles. It should have been flipping, I don't know, Dermo Kennedy. Like, you know, these man, Ed Sheeran. Man is saying, like, yo, Hedy should have won that. Hus should have won that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a period in that life where it's inarguable that it should have been one of the top 2 rappers in the UK, and that's sick.
Hashtag niggas for the Brits.
I hear you. Boys, it's almost time for us to jump out, yeah? But before we go, Before we go, this guy is an issue.
Nah, my can't even vote on Rated Awards. Fucking rude, man. I have to vote with Gen Pop for Rated Awards, you know. I have to go on the link they put out for everyone on Twitter for Rated Awards. But I can't even vote on the panel flags. What, Posty? Wait, am I not good enough, Posty? Am I on radio too, you know? Fuck you know. I'm on no signal. I didn't fucking represent like Scully.
Hey, Posty,
I'm joking.
Don't forget
I'm
to send
joking.
the invite, yeah? Posty, don't forget to send it.
It's fine. It's cool. I'm up at Posty at the Rock Nation brunch. And I'm gonna walk up to him like, yo, brother.
Trust me, when you're there, Relic, honestly, you wouldn't even thinking about all of this.
Nah, if I can't lie, if I go Rock Nation brunch and still can't vote for Rated Awards, I'm even mad. I can't lie. I'm kind of crazy. I'm down liking every video on GRM. I can't lie. I'm even mad. I'll be mad.
All right, boys, quick. One song from this
Of the week.
One.
The guy called Daniel Ade. He got a song. Zaddy, yes, he got a song with Zaddy called Sacco. Beautiful, mad track. It's like it's drill. It's drill, but like evolved drill. Like it's drill, but it's not drill as you would expect. And Zaddy absolutely span it out the park. Like Daniel was sick as well, but Zaddy went mad. So yeah, listen to that.
Okay, say no more. Scully.
I'm gonna go a bit beta. I know we're trying to like shine a light on people. Hey, shout out my guy Rocket, yeah. Rocket featuring Rems Fashion Week. That's one of them, yeah. But my favorite track right now.
They said one, you know, but
he said one, and I knew he would do this.
See, niggas who voted for the Brits breaking rules, but I'm you see, I laugh it fair. Niggas who voted for the Brits and break rules.
Hey, chat warm, yeah, and it has to be that, yeah, because he has one lyric, yeah. He says, "Yo, when we step out clean, we don't care about no CCTV. I want to fly Bay out overseas, but we're up and down like BTC. Shout out all my crypto boys, yeah."
Oh gosh,
he really means that shit, man.
He does. I know that bar. It really went into his heart. Like he really thought like he caught something there. That touched him. It touched him. There was a synergy with that.
It did.
Well, BTC is down. Large up Elon Musk.
It did because I want to fly Bay out overseas, but we're up and down like
so
the
do I. So do I, man. Large up Bay in overseas.
Ooh, one song is quite difficult, but for this week, because he's an artist that I'm following his development and his rise, Two-Face Chef has got another tune. Yes. It's called Again. And I think he's going to be someone to look out for in the UK. So I'm going to give it to him for the track of the week for this week, boys.
Most definitely.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
All
right. Big ups.
Large up Alex. He'll be here next week. Hashtag put niggas on the Brits. Make sure you follow everyone here.
Before we leave, can we finalize the hashtag? Because I feel like you've been changing it up.
All right, niggas for the number, the THA, Brits, with a Z. Niggas for the Brits.
Mine said with a Z, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
Niggas for the Brits.
I'm with it, yeah. I'm with it.
I'm doing that right now.
Large up everyone that was inside. Follow the ads. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Tell a friend. You can watch it back as well, man. Big ups to everyone that was inside in the comments as well. We're back again next week. I think it's 8:30 thing, isn't it?
8:30 thing, man. 8:30.
Yeah.
8:30.
Hashtag niggas for the Brits.
Let's go, niggas for the Brits, man. Let's get it, man.
Peace out, everyone. Peace.
In a bit.
Yes, CJ. We love that. I'm gonna do that now. Peace.
Come on, CJ.